My little betrayal. The snow fell so slowly that evening, each flake seemed to hesitate before touching the window sill. I watched them from the kitchen table, elbows on the old wood, palms cupped around a glass of tea gone lukewarm. The apartment was quiet except for the soft hisses of the radiator and the occasional creak of the building settling into the cold. My name is Yana, 37 years old, married to Konstantin for 12 of them, mother to Alisha, who is 9 and already asleep in the next door room. We live on the 7th floor of a grey panel block in Yekaterinburg. Nothing special, everything ordinary. That is what I used to love most about our life, it is quiet reliability. But ordinary can become heavy when you carry it alone. Konstantin works as a mechanic in the railway depot. He leaves at 6:30 every morning, returns at 8 in the evening, sometimes 9. His hands always smell of diesel and metal shavings. I kiss those hands every night, even when I am angry, because they are the hands that keep the lights on and the heat and Alicia's driving us on the fridge. Lately I had started waking before the alarm, just to have 30 minutes of silence before the day began. In those 30 minutes I opened an app I had downloaded in secret, Contact, and wrote to a man I had not seen since I was 19. His name is Artyom. We had been together one university summer, nothing serious, just long walks along the Ised River and promises neither of us meant to keep. Then he left for Germany, I stayed, life moved forward. 20 years disappeared. Then, one ordinary Tuesday, he sent a simple message. Yana, is this really you? I should have read it. I did not. At first the messages were careful, polite, like stepping onto thin ice. How is life? How is the weather turn? Do you still drink tea with lemon? Then the ice cracked open and we fell into the old rhythm. He sent photo of the rain at sunset. I sent photo of Alicia's baptized smile. He told them about his divorce. I told him about the silence that had grown between Konstantin and thick as dust on the bookshelf. It was never flirting, not in the way people imagine. No huts, no late-night confessions of undying love. Just words, but words can be heavier than kisses when you have been starving for them. I started waiting for the notification sound the way I once waited for Konstantin to come home early. I hit the phone when Konstantin walked in, turned the screen face down, smiled too brightly. He never noticed, or if he did, he said nothing. That was my little betrayal. The small, daily lie of pretending everything was the same as always. One Thursday in February, Artyom wrote that he would be in Yekaterinburg on business for 2 days. Coffee, he asked. Just coffee. I told Konstantin I was meeting Svetlana for blini after work. I put on the dark green dress I had not worn since Alicia's baptism, the one that still I breathed in. I told myself it meant nothing. The cafe was small, warm, smelling of cinnamon and wet wool. Artyom stood when I entered, taller than memory, hair more gray than black now. We hugged like old friends, 2 seconds to a long, maybe 3. We talked for 3 hours. He listened mostly, to the sound of someone speaking only to him, looking only at him. When we said goodbye on the snowy street he kissed my cheek, a proper European kiss, nothing more. But his glove brushed my neck and I felt it for the rest of the night. I come home late. Konstantin was on the couch in his workshop, sleeves rolled, I stirred. Alicia had already eaten and gone to bed. There was barsh keeping warm on the stove. I stood in the doorway watching my husband stir the pot with the same wooden spoon we received as a wedding gift, and something inside broke open. I started crying without warning. Not loud, just quiet tears sliding down. Konstantin turned, alarmed. Yanochka, what happened? I told him everything. The messages, the coffee, the dress, the way I had missed being seen. I waited for anger, for shouting, for the end of everything ordinary and safe. Instead he turned off the stove, wiped his hands on the dish towel, and sat beside him. He was quiet for a long time. I know, he said finally. I looked up. I saw the phone 2 weeks ago. You left it on the table when you took Alicia to hockey. The screen lit up. I saw his name. My heart stopped. I was going to ask you, he continued, voice low, steady. But then I thought, if you need to hide it, maybe I have already lost you somewhere along the way. And that scared him more than any message. He took my hand. His fingers were cold from the spoon handle. I don't want to be the man you have to lie to, Yana. I want to be the man you want to tell the truth to. Even when the truth is ugly. I cried harder than, ugly crying, nose running, the workers. He held him the way he held him the night Alicia was born, tight, partying, like the world could wait. The next morning I deleted the chat with Artyom. I did not reply to his last message. I blocked the number. It felt like closing a window in winter. Cold air rushed in for a moment, then the room grew warmer than before. That evening Konstantin came home early. He brought blini from the good place near the depot, the one with sour cherry filling I love. We had them at the kitchen table while Alicia told us about the girl who almost scared. After Alicia went to sleep, Konstantin took out his phone. I want to show you something, he said. He opened an app I had never seen, guitar lessons. He had been taking them secretly for 4 months. Every lunch break, in the deepest break room, wearing headphones so no one would hear the terrible sounds he made. I wanted to surprise you on our anniversary, he said, cheeks pink. I'm still awful, but I wanted to play the song we danced to at our wedding. The one you love. His little betrayal had been silenced too, hiding his effort because he was ashamed of how slowly he learned. We lied until we cried again, this time from relief. 2 small betrayals, 2 ordinary people trying, in clumsy ways, not to lose each other. Since then, the phones stay on the table, screens up. We talk in the kitchen after Alicia sleeps. Sometimes we say nothing, just sit with tea gone cold, hands touching across the wood. Outside, the snow keeps falling, soft and unhurried. Inside, the radiator hisses, the clock ticks, and I no longer wait for secret messages. I wait for the sound of Konstantin's key in the door. That is enough. That is everything. Word count 1214.